I'm really pleased to be part of the Data 2024 conference, which I follow, and it always includes very interesting research works. So today I'm going to talk about the work that we have been doing in the last 10 years or so that is related to high-D vector analytics. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the story of how this research has evolved and where I see things going in the future. So we're now collecting data at unprecedented rates, and this is what enables data-driven scientific discovery. And by that, what we mean is that we're now observing the world at a level of scale and detail that was never before possible. Now, lots of, and this is what allows us to actually form new theories about how, new models about how the real world operates, as well as refine existing theories and models. Now, I'm going to argue that lots of the data that we collect in this case are high-dimensional vectors. And what happens is that when we have very large collections of such data, it may take days or even weeks to analyze them. So the goal of our work is to enable scalable analytics for very large collections of high-D vectors. And by this I mean analytics in real time. So when we talk about collections of high-D vectors, what we mean is the following. So we have, I'm showing you here one vector, and by dimensionality, I will refer to the size of this vector, so the number of points in the vector. And what we're interested in is in the case where we have a very large number of such vectors that we need to analyze. Now, data series are one form of these vectors, and by data series we mean sequence of points along some dimension, the x-axis. These points are real values, and the x-axis can be time, and then we talk about time series, but it can also be other kind of measures, and I'm going to give you some examples of those. So these other measures may be angle, position, mass, frequency, and others. So we're of course all very familiar with time series, and time series appear in pretty much every domain and application. Some examples that may not be immediately obvious are the following. So this is an example from the monitoring of operational health of data centers.